GTA protagonists aren't exactly known for their brains. Most of the time they're solving problems with bullets, bad decisions, or blind luck. But hidden between all the chaos are those rare moments where they actually make a move so smart, it reminds you they can occasionally think just as well as they can shoot.
I want a taste of the other side of the brick.
And that's what we're diving into today, the smartest and most intelligent things each GTA protagonist has done. As we go, we'll be ranking them from genius for the true galaxy brain moves, down through brilliant, very smart, and just kinda smart. Now, to be clear, their spot on the tier list is earned strictly from their cleverest in-game moments, not their overall intelligence. So by the end, you might be shocked at who ends up higher or lower than you'd expect. First up, we've got Claude, the silent protagonist of GTA 3 who walked so the rest could run. The man's got the personality of a traffic cone, but don't let that fool you. Behind those dead eyes is a cold, calculated sadist who'll backstab anyone if it gets him closer to revenge. But believe it or not, one of the smartest things Claude does comes right at the start of the game. He escapes prison transport in the middle of a cartel ambush, uses the chaos to his advantage, and joins forces with 8-Ball to drop himself straight into Liberty City's criminal underworld, right where he wants to be to start building power and set his revenge on Catalina in motion. Now, depending on how you look at it, this next move could either be one of Claude's smartest plays or quite the opposite. Working for Donald Love, Claude assassinates Yakuza boss Kenji Kassen while disguised as a cartel hitman. As planned, the hit sparks a full-blown war between the Yakuza and the Colombian cartel while Claude walks away clean and paid. On one hand, it's just business, cold, tactical opportunism. On the other, he burns bridges with the Yakuza, nuking one of his best employers who, for the most part, had actually been good to him. I think this is one of those cases where two things can be true at the same time. But Claude's biggest mastermind moment isn't even in GTA 3. It actually happens in San Andreas, where he and Catalina finesse CJ and manage to get away with it completely scot-free. After losing a street race, instead of handing over his ZR350, a sports car worth over 40 grand, Claude has Catalina hand CJ the deed to his so-called garage in San Fierro. On paper it looks like a prize, but in reality it's a rundown money pit that needs thousands in repairs before it's worth a dime.
Motherfucker! That mute asshole! That fucking snake without a tongue! Gave me this shithole instead of a pink slip.
By the time CJ figures it out, Claude's already halfway to Liberty City with Catalina, and probably laughing silently to himself. So where does that leave Claude on the tier list? Most of his big moves come from capitalizing on opportunities other people set up. He rarely originates the plan, but he executes extremely well and always walks away clean, which takes some level of brains, so Claude lands solidly in the smart tier. Moving on to Vice City, we've got Toni Vercetti, a loud, ruthless protagonist who proves that brains and brutality can build an empire faster than playing by the rules ever could. At first, Tommy doesn't know who ambushed that opening drug deal, but through his own digging, Cortez's investigations, and Lance Vance's inside knowledge, he pieces it together. Diaz set the whole thing up to steal the coke for himself.
What are you doing here?
Hey, I've been asking around. It's obvious that Diaz jumped the deal and iced my brother.
And he'll kill you too.
I can take Diaz.
No, listen to me. I'll handle Diaz. He's beginning to trust me.
From this cutscene, it's clear Tommy already knew Diaz was behind the ambush. He didn't need Lance to spell it out. And after coming to that realization, Tommy could have rushed in guns blazing. But instead, he plays it patient. He keeps working under Diaz, gaining his trust while studying how the operation works right under his nose, waiting for the perfect moment to strike.
So Tommy, we know it was Diaz busted our deal. So why in the hell are we running errands for him?
The more we learn now, the less we have to learn when we take this town over.
I like your style, man. Real fresh.
Tommy's plan was actually really smart because it gave him the biggest advantage over Diaz, the element of surprise, which is why he's so furious when Lance blows it with his failed solo attempt.
There goes my careful planning blown to shit. Thanks to you. You screwed up real good, Lance.
He killed my brother. What do you expect me to do, mow his lawns?
We're gonna have to take out that prick Diaz before he takes us out.
This of course forces Tommy to make his move in Rubout, where they storm Diaz's mansion and gun him down.
I trusted you, Tommy. I would have had you made.
Say goodnight, Mr. Diaz.
Tommy instantly claims Diaz's mansion, which becomes the Vercetti estate, and seizes control of Diaz's operation. From there, he begins transforming it into the foundation of his own empire. Tommy also plays a clever game with his old boss, Sonny Forelli. Instead of cutting him off the moment things go well, he strings Sonny along, feeding him excuses and half-truths, basically buying himself time to build more power in Vice City. And by the time Sonny finally catches on, Tommy's already strong enough to take him down.
Tommy, what was the big plan? You think I just take the fake cash, save face, and run away with my tail between my legs?
No. I just wanted to piss you off before I kill you.
Unlike most of the protagonists, Tommy doesn't just take the opportunities handed to him. Most of the time, he's the one creating them. From seizing Diaz's empire to manipulating Sonny with calculated lies, Tommy flips every setback into a win, and in record time he builds an empire of his own. That's why he sits comfortably in the brilliant tier. Now we move on to Carl Johnson, better known as CJ, one of the most resourceful protagonist rock stars ever written, and still the most iconic.
Now I know you blind, man, but you gotta see this.
I mean, at this point it's become a universal rule that if it runs on PC, it must run CJ. But what really makes CJ stand out from the rest isn't just the memes, it's how relatable he is. He's street smart, but also a little naive, and that makes his story feel less like a power fantasy and more like someone who actually grows into the criminal mastermind role. And nothing shows that growth more than the way he infiltrates and dismantles the Loco Syndicate in San Fierro. This was the city's largest drug organization, run by three powerful figures. San Fierro's most notorious pimp, Jizzy B, the ruthless gang leader, T-Bone Mendez, and the shadowy businessman later revealed to be an undercover government agent, Mike Torino. Back in Los Santos, Big Smoke had already built a massive crack empire with the protection of Crash, and to expand it further, he struck a deal with the Syndicate, sending his right-hand man, Ryder, as a representative to secure the alliance. So using the busted Zuma garage he got from Catalina and Claude as his base of operations, CJ begins working his way in.
That's Jizzy B. He's the biggest pimp in town. He helps set up the deals. You know, concierge of sorts.
Hey, then he my way in.
CJ heads to the Pleasure Domes where he meets Jizzy B and convinces him to give him a shot.
I'm offering my services.
Say what?
Yes, sir. See, I'm new in town. Anything you want, I can do. For a guy like me to work for a guy like Jizzy B?
Well, now that you mention it, I do have a slight problem. Something a little dumb muscle like yourself might be able to fix. Cause you see me, I'm intellectual.
This is where the infiltration truly begins, with CJ playing the role of some dumb muscle.
No problem. You're my player partner now, Jizzy.
Through Jizzy, he's introduced to the Syndicate's enforcer, T-Bone Mendez, and proves his worth by recovering a stolen shipment from the bikers. Things escalate when Mike Torino, the brains behind the Loco Syndicate, is abducted by the Da Nang boys. While they hijack one of the Syndicate's drug vans, CJ rescues him, cementing his usefulness to the operation.
About time, T-Bone. Who the fuck is this?
Hey, that's one of Jizzy's clowns. Relax, Güero.
You hear that? We gotta torch this van with the coke in it.
Hey, Charlie, Güero, we ain't torching nada.
This is a setback, but doing 20 to life is a little more than that. Comprende, amigo?
Hey, he right, man. Let's do it and get the hell out of
Hey,
here.
who the fuck asked you, payaso? This ain't a committee.
Exactly. I call the shots here. Now shut up and let's go. Okay, Carl Johnson. You did good today.
After rescuing Mike Torino, CJ has essentially earned the trust of all three Syndicate bosses, though T-Bone decides to put him through one last test.
Hey, you a pinchy hooter or what? What the hell? You think you can mess with me? I will blow your head off and kill your family, you snake! You think you can bullshit me and me over? I know your game, that's it.
I don't know what you talking about, man. My throat.
Who you working for?
Nobody.
Turn around and look at me.
Man, I'm just trying to make some money. Keep my mouth shut, I swear, man.
I almost had you, man. I almost fucking had you. Watcha? You gotta be careful in this business, man. You know that.
Are you boys done playing around?
Yeah, we're straight, Vato.
Oh, good. That's great.
But eventually the waiting game is over and CJ flips the script.
Here, take mine.
Where'd you get that?
Same place I bought my pants, Holmes.
This is America.
In Ice Cold Killer, he guns down Jizzy after sneaking into pleasure domes through the skylight.
No, you fucked up.
Then in Pier 69, with the help of Caesar and the Mountain Cloud Boys, T-Bone is successfully taken care of too, and finally in Toreno's last flight, CJ takes a rocket launcher to Toreno's helicopter and finishes the syndicate for good. Of course, the twist comes later in Interdiction, when Toreno resurfaces alive and reveals he's actually a government agent. The helicopter CJ shot down in Toreno's last flight was just a decoy, letting Toreno fake his death and slip back into the shadows. But by then, the Loco Syndicate is already finished. But taking down San Fierro's biggest drug ring wasn't even the peak of CJ's brainpower. If anything, that was just a warm-up for one of the most legendary heists in all of GTA, stealing the jetpack from Area 69, San Andreas's highly classified and ultra-secure military base, basically a parody of Area 51. The mission comes from none other than the Truth, who tells CJ about a secret government black project locked deep underground in Area 69, and then literally just dumps him outside of it at nighttime.
Hey, Truth, do we have a plan here?
Go, go, go!
Hey, hold up, dude!
To pull this off, CJ first has to sneak his way into the underground facility by using the control tower to unlock the blast doors, which must be done before sunrise. The place is crawling with patrols and searchlights, and if he gets spotted for too long or takes out too many lights, the base goes into lockdown, forcing him to ditch the main route and find another way in through a vent. No matter how he gets inside, the alarms will go off, and CJ has no choice but to shoot his way through squads of heavily armed soldiers until he eventually finds the research lab.
Please, no more violence! Take my pass card and go!
There, a terrified scientist hands over his keycard and CJ uses it to unlock the launch bay, revealing the secret black project, which of course turns out to be a jetpack.
Red, intruder has penetrated the project. All military personnel to the launch bay immediately.
It's lying all the way at the bottom of the bay, so he has to fight his way down flight after flight of stairs to reach it, with armed soldiers waiting on practically every level. After finally reaching the bottom, CJ equips the jetpack and flies his way out of Area 69, stealing the US military's top secret prototype, which we hear over the intercom cost a ridiculous amount of money to make.
Intruder is stealing the jetpack. All military personnel outside and fire at will. Take him out. That's a $60 million project. Get the General Mills on the line.
So from completely dismantling the Loco Syndicate from the inside to stealing a $60 million government prototype from a top secret military base, all by himself, CJ earns his place right at the very top in the genius tier.
So this is what the dream feels like. This is the victory we longed for.
Niko Bellic, survivor of the Yugoslav wars with a backstory so depressing and dark, you kinda just want to give him a big hug.
Not in the showers.
Born in Yugoslavia to a Serbian family, it's implied his father was an abusive alcoholic, while his mother, Milica Bellic, often spoke of her unhappiness raising a son in such a harsh place. Through conversations with characters like Paki and Dwayne, Niko reveals that he had a brother who died during the Yugoslav wars, and he also mentions the house where he grew up in did not have electricity until he was 12. He joined the war as a teenage soldier alongside other boys from his village. About 10 years before GTA 4's story begins, when he was around 20, his squad of 15 men, most of them friends from his village, was ambushed by enemy forces. Only 3 survived: Niko, Florian Kravic, and Darko Brevic. Certain that one of them had betrayed the group, Niko vowed to uncover the traitor and kill him, not just for revenge, but to close that chapter of his life once and for all. And that leads us into the first smartest thing Niko does in Liberty City, leveraging the United Liberty Paper missions to clear his record and get favors that ultimately help him track down Darko Brevic, the man responsible.
Bellic, I have your man. He's been flown in. We're going to drop him in the airport cargo area for you.
No more jobs? Is that it? Am I out?
You're out. You've done good things for us. We are grateful. That said, I've given you a lot of protection. From here in, you're alone.
But before Darko, Niko had to first confront the other potential traitor, Florian Kravic, who he knew for a fact was living somewhere in Liberty City and was one of the main reasons he came there in the first place. He uses Ray Bacino to make it happen, flat out refusing to do the diamond deal unless Ray helps him track Florian down.
Oh, whoa, whoa! Are you fucking kidding me? No! I keep doing these favors for you and you pay shit. I need this from you.
I guarantee that you will find this man. I know he's in the city. So either you give me your word or go fuck yourself. I'm sick of this shit.
Fine! Fine, you got it. You want my word? You got my word.
Good.
Who is he?
Florian Kravitz.
After surviving the botched museum deal, Ray keeps his word, and Niko finally comes face to face with Florian, who insisted that he was innocent.
I've come to ask you some questions. It wasn't you, was it? What wasn't me? Who set us up? It was you or Darko. I thought it must be him. Oh my God. You think it was me? That's why you are here. You've come to kill me. Well, screw you, Niko Bellic and Fatty Roman. It wasn't me, it wasn't. I wouldn't do that.
Instead of rushing to judgment, Niko shows restraint, listens, and realizes Florian wasn't the traitor after all.
What are you going to do?
He may not be here in Liberty City, but he's still out there. I will find out where Darko Brevic is, and I will make him answer for his actions. We know now that it was him.
Through his cooperation with the United Liberty paper, Darko is eventually flown into the country for Niko to do with as he pleases.
How much? 1,000.
You killed my friends for $1,000.
How much do you charge to kill someone?
You ruined me, you...
As the player, you're given the choice. Let him walk away a broken man.
Kill me, Dan!
Or execute him on the spot and finally take revenge for the massacre of Niko's squad.
I'm lost!
One of Niko's sharpest traits throughout the game is that he isn't blinded by the American dream like everyone else around him. It doesn't take him long in Liberty City to see right through the illusion, which comes across perfectly in one of his best conversations with Roman when he asks what Niko really thinks of America since he got there.
Really, you don't like it? The lights, the titties, the food, the opportunities? Come on, Niko, it's kind of incredible.
It's stupid. Everything is just advertising with nothing to back it up. They tell you you're eating the best burger ever. And you believe it until you're sweating out all the chemicals in it and the hormones are making your balls feel funny.
My balls feel fine, but I did notice my man tits getting larger when I was eating a Cluckenbell every day.
Everything else is fake too. The titties aren't real, and the opportunities aren't opportunities at all. To seize them, you end up in so much debt that you'll be a slave for the rest of your life.
I cannot believe what you are saying. Do you seriously mean that you don't like fake titties, cousin?
Seriously.
For that one dialogue alone, I just want to throw Niko in the genius or brilliant tier. But for the sake of keeping the list 100% honest, Niko ultimately earns his place in the very smart tier. Before we move on to the next character, less than 1% of you guys watching are actually subscribed. So if you're enjoying the video, hit that subscribe button, join the 1%. It's free, takes a second, and helps the channel way more than you'd think. Now up next, we've got Johnny Klebitz, Vice President turned acting President of the Lost MC while Billy Gray was off in court-ordered rehab. While Billy was away, Johnny managed to make peace with their biggest rivals, the Angels of Death, by handing over Billy's bike as a peace offering, and also to pay for his legal fees. It was a smart and strategic move to avoid a gang war and focus on making money. But the moment Billy comes back, everything Johnny did to keep the chapter alive starts falling apart. Billy demands Johnny to go and get his old bike back, which leads into an argument.
What business is more important, Mr. 1980s yuppie big shot, than your best friend's bike when he's close to getting a 15-year stretch?
The business that pays his lawyer's fees. The business that puts food on all of our tables. The business that we are all in while you're out pretending to be saved.
Get my bike!
What am I, your fucking dog?
I told you should have gotten back.
You told me. You told me, you don't tell me shit, you little...
Johnny puts the business first and does what's necessary to keep the club from collapsing under Billy's chaos. But because of the club hierarchy, he bites his tongue and agrees, which obviously breaks the truce as they kill several Angels of Death members just to get it back.
I thought we had a truce going.
Did you? Funny thing, I wasn't aware.
But the smartest thing Johnny does in The Lost and Damned is luring a pair of dirty cops into a trap after they try to extort him for money.
Balls the size of mangoes.
I'm gonna go undercover in your asses, dickheads!
After stealing a load of bikes from the Angels of Death, two dirty cops show up claiming they witnessed everything and demand cash to keep quiet.
You been watching the Angels of Death shit, birds?
That's right, we saw the whole thing, you fucking jerk-offs. Case closed.
Now you're gonna fucking pay us, just like your daddy paid your mama for sex.
Skank bitch wouldn't even give her own brother a freebie.
Yeah, think of a number, assholes. And it better be a big one. And while you're at it, we're gonna be watching. So you better behave yourselves, boys.
Later, when the dirty cops are expecting their money, Jim tells Johnny they have two options.
Either we buy a big tub of grease and prepare to take it from these fat pigs the rest of our lives. Or we head over to the clubhouse. Close to where I happen to know they got themselves set up, and we show them that we're not quite the bitches that they think we are.
Well, tempted as I am by your first option, I'm gonna have to go with the second.
Johnny and Jim then lure the corrupt cops out to Actor Industrial Park, where the Lost are waiting to ambush.
What do you got for us, Mo?
Oh, exactly what you asked for.
Well, all right.
Hey! Get on, man. It's nearly retirement time, fuckers!
Turned out to be a sociology professor at Vespucci University.
Johnny successfully lures the bent cops into a spot where the Lost have the advantage, ending what would have been a lifetime of extortion in a 5-minute standoff.
We ain't the pussies you thought we were! Come on, you pussies!
We got lucky there, Johnny boy. I thought we'd be shoveling shit with those dudes till God knows when.
Johnny's got strategy, but he's stuck in a club that's already doomed, which means he never really amounts to much. So he's going to be the first protagonist to earn a spot in the kinda smart tier. Now here comes Luis Lopez, the loyal bodyguard and business partner of Tony Prince, who's way sharper than he lets on.
We are serious people.
Really?
Yeah, really.
What is wrong with you? I was supposed to be the irrational idiot with the anger issues.
I got anger issues, okay? The guy threatens to shoot me because I can't arrange a liquor license for him. Please, give me a break, T.
So by far the smartest thing Luis does in The Ballad of Gay Tony is saving the entire business by what he does after the diamond exchange on Charge Island.
It's Bulgarin or us. Or you can shoot us both and make his life easy for him.
Well, you're kind of clever, aren't you? I only hired you because I thought you were dumb.
After exchanging the diamonds for Gracie Ancelotti, Bulgarin puts the word out that he wants everyone's head who was involved with that deal. From Niko's perspective, we see that the diamonds, which by the way originally belonged to Bulgarin, end up getting tossed onto a passing dump truck by one of his own men, who refuses to let Niko and Paki have them, meaning after all that blood spilled, his $2 million worth of diamonds are gone forever.
What matters is the Russian has come to Mr. Ancelotti and said he wants the head of anyone involved with the diamonds. Now, on top of all that Gracie and Chink shit, the old man is pissed. He wants blood. I think we can cut a deal. We give him one body, all right? So basically, it's you or Tony. One of you has to die. You kill Tony, you get to keep the clubs.
Luis plays along with Rocco's plan to whack Tony, only to flip it at the last second.
After all we've been through, Lou!
I'm sorry, T. You was family, man. But it's either you or all of us.
Fucking pop him already!
After tearing through Bulgarin's hit squad and saving Tony, Luis clears the way for the real showdown with Bulgarin. He sabotages Bulgarin's H operation at the fun fair, takes out Timur, his right-hand man and closest friend, and then storms the airstrip just as Bulgarin's jet is on the runway about to take off. He fights his way onto the plane mid-takeoff and corners Bulgarin in the cabin after taking out the last of his bodyguards. And that's when Bulgarin himself emerges from the cockpit with a live grenade in his hand, warning Luis that if he pulls the trigger, they'll both die together.
I have grenade! You kill me, we all die! You can't shoot me, you'll blow a whole plane up!
I'll take my chances.
Luis doesn't blink and pulls the trigger anyway, and with a parachute he dives out of the burning jet as it explodes over the ocean.
You did it, man. You did it. You saved my life.
You saved the business, you fucking did it.
Hey, man, I did what I could, bro.
Louise is a criminally underrated protagonist, but his actions and dialogues speak for themselves. And so based on the smartest things he did, he firmly earns his place in the low brilliant tier. Up next, we've got Huang Lee from Chinatown Wars, the spoiled son of a triad boss who never had to work a day in his life thanks to his family's fortune and reputation. After his father is murdered under mysterious circumstances, Huang flies into Liberty City at the invitation of his uncle Kenny to deliver the family sword, as Kenny has become the new head of the family, all while swearing on his father's grave that he'll avenge him. Upon arriving in Liberty City, Huang is met by his uncle's men, but almost immediately they're ambushed. Kenny's goons are gunned down, Huang takes a bullet, and the family sword is stolen. He later wakes up in the back of the attacker's car, mistaken for dead, and as they drive it into the water to dispose of his body, Huang manages to escape and find his way to Uncle Kenny's restaurant. At first, Kenny seems like a caring uncle, trying to teach Huang the true values of being a triad. And so the smartest thing Huang Lee does is actually hack the FIB database, digging up files that appear to expose traitors inside the triads. Even though the intel turns out to be fake, it ultimately sets him on the path to uncovering the real truth, that Uncle Kenny himself was the mole all along. It was even Kenny who ordered the ambush to kill Huang and steal the sword the moment he arrived in Liberty City. In the end, Huang takes him out and avenges his father. So from hacking the FIB to exposing his uncle as the traitor, Huang Lee earns his spot in the smart tier just above Claude. But now it's time we get into the protagonists of GTA 5, and where better to start than with Michael DeSanta, a retired bank robber with a mansion in the hills, a family that hates his guts, and way too much time on his hands. One of Michael's smartest plays comes early on in the story when Simeon sends Franklin to repo Jimmy's SUV. Franklin manages to sneak his way into the DeSanta residence and drive off with it. Seems like an easy lick, until suddenly.
That's a 9mm semi-automatic pushed against your skull. Well, look around. You just keep driving where you're going.
It turns out Michael was actually hiding under a blanket in the back seat the entire time. He gets Franklin to admit who he's working for and drives straight to Simeon's dealership, making him crash right through the front window. And in the process, Michael shuts down Simeon's little extortion scam on Jimmy, or more accurately on himself, since of course he was the one paying for it.
Do you recognize this car? Huh? Does it look like it's worth $5,000 a month to you?
You fucking racist!
Don't make me have to come back here.
Another one of Michael's smartest moves is becoming a successful movie producer.
Fucking A.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Feels like I've finally done something with my life.
Through their mutual contact, Devin Weston, Michael meets his idol Solomon Richards, a legendary Vinewood film producer and owner of Richards Majestic Studios. To Michael, getting into the movie business isn't just a business opportunity, it's a dream. It's something he's genuinely passionate about, and more importantly, it's a shot at building a legacy outside of crime. For once, he's doing something his family can actually be proud of.
Hey, baby, I just wanted to tell you, I'm finally doing something with my life. I'm making a movie. A real one.
And at the premiere of his movie, even Jimmy, who usually clowns on his dad non-stop, finally admits it.
Pop, you know, I'm really proud of you, even though you did make a pretty shitty movie.
Well, thank you, Jim.
We also know Michael carried on being successful in the business, as in the contract DLC for GTA Online, which in the timeline is about 10 years after the story of GTA 5. Franklin says this line as you're driving through Richards Majestic.
Man, shit, I know one of the producers around here. I hope his ass ain't at work today.
And of course, we can't forget one of Michael's smartest plays of all, faking his death back in North Yankton after cutting a secret deal with FIB agent Dave Norton, walking away with a brand new identity to start fresh in Los Santos with his family. It was a massive betrayal to his old crew, especially Trevor, but Michael had a whole family to think about. So while it was an asshole move, it was also the smartest one he could have made. So where does all this leave our boy Michael? From the moment he flips Franklin's repo job on its head like Batman to carving out a legit career in his dream profession as a movie producer, and even faking his death to secure a second life in Los Santos, we're putting Michael in the brilliant tier, just above Tommy Vercetti. Next up, we've got Franklin Clinton.
Employee of the month.
From the jump, it's clear Franklin wants more for himself than the petty street life. He's got bigger goals, and he's not afraid to chase them, which brings us to the first smartest thing he does, going back to Michael's house after the whole repo ordeal and actually taking him up on that beer.
Man, I'll come by for that drink you offered, that's all.
I wasn't really serious about that.
What?
You're here, whatever. Sit.
During complications, Michael says to Franklin, clearly in jest,
Yeah, maybe one day we'll have a beer, and I'll explain how the world really works.
whether Franklin knew he was being serious or not, it shows he was sharp enough to recognize the opening.
Shit, I just came by to see if there's something I can help you with. I see you doing well for yourself.
Instead of brushing it off as a throwaway line, Franklin circles back later, taking Michael up on his word, and in doing so locks himself into a mentorship that changes the entire trajectory of his life. While Franklin isn't a criminal mastermind by any stretch, he adapts quickly to the life of high-stakes crime, and on top of that, he handles the volatile relationship between Michael and Trevor better than anyone else, often being the mediator who reins them in and keeps the plan from falling apart.
Hey, you mother... Hey, why not? You got me out here. You roped me into your crazy world of bullshit. If it was lies, new age shit, and arguments about how good life used to be, I could have stayed my ass in Los Santos.
Hello, Franklin.
What's up?
All right.
Franklin's the guy who refocuses Michael and Trevor and makes sure the job gets done, which honestly might be harder than robbing the bank itself.
Come on, man. Fuck. Work first, bicker later, man, all right?
But one of Franklin's smartest moves comes years after GTA 5 in the Contract DLC, where we see he's now running his own agency, F. Clinton and Partner, catering to celebrities and high net worth clients who need solutions to their high society problems.
I'm a hustler that made it big. Big house, nice cars, a family, and everything.
Going this route also wins him Tanisha back, and now the two are married with a family. So for Franklin, he comfortably earns his place in the very smart tier, right at the top. If it wasn't for that last move, I honestly would have put him just below Niko, but the fact that he goes on to build his own successful agency and has Dr. Dre as a client, yeah, that puts him firmly above. Oh boy, now it's time to talk about Trevor Phillips, easily the most unhinged, violent, and downright disturbing protagonist in the series, but somehow also one of the smartest.
One of those fake your own deaths to your best buddy, and then run off with the dough, and then live in a big mansion. Awkward situations.
So the first smartest moment we've got to talk about is the way Trevor figures out Michael lied about Brad. By this point, Trevor and Michael had already pulled off multiple big jobs together again. The Merryweather heist, the Polito score, and Blitz play. Trevor was riding with Michael like family all over again.
You do not sit on couches, you take scores. You're back, man. We are back. All right? All we gotta go do is bust out Brad, and then we're golden, man. Franklin, he makes us multicultural. Lester makes it cyber. We're like modern America. We just get ourselves a gay friend. Bam!
No, it's not it.
But then Michael makes it clear he doesn't want that life anymore, and that's when Trevor starts seeing the cracks.
This is not a game to me. All right, this is a fucking way of life.
I got a fucking family.
Yeah, well, I got nothing. No one gives a fuck about me!
He definitely had his suspicions when they first reunited, but he bought Michael's whole witness protection story. Or maybe he just convinced himself to believe it, because deep down, he didn't want to face the truth.
Let me just ask you something, all right? Something I've been thinking about. Up in North Yankton, exactly who was buried in your place?
I never gave it any thought.
You know what I'm thinking?
I had no clue.
You treacherous piece of shit!
Right after this, Trevor heads straight to North Yankton in Michael's car, giving himself a big head start. On the way, Michael tries convincing him over the phone to turn back, tossing out every excuse he can think of.
Come back, we'll talk.
I'm not gonna listen to another one of your lies!
Hey, I'll lay it all out for you, everything. Just stop the car, turn around.
I'm going up there to see it for myself.
You'll be disappointed.
Oh, I'll be something.
It'll be an anticlimax. The grave's empty. Just a bag of sand, something like that. Just smoke and mirrors.
Oh, the lies! How do you do it, man? The game is up!
But it's too late. Trevor knows he can't believe another word out of his mouth, and the only way forward is to dig up the truth for himself. Literally.
As if I didn't know. Brad!
Look, we do what we gotta do to survive. This thing, it didn't work out the way it was supposed to.
Oh, and how was that, huh? With Brad in the can and me in the ground, or both of us in the coffin?
Brad got shot. You saw it. He didn't make it. I got shot. I did. That's it.
I think the only thing that didn't go as planned was me showing up on your doorstep 10 years later.
For over 9 years, Trevor believed Brad was alive, locked up in prison. They even kept in touch through letters and emails. But in reality, every one of those messages was written by Dave Norton, the same FIB agent who accidentally shot Brad in Ludendorff.
You reptilian motherfucker!
Trevor was absolutely right with his suspicion that it was supposed to end with him in the ground and Brad in prison. That was Michael and Dave's original plan all along. So yeah, Trevor's a lot of things, but stupid isn't one of them. Next up, we've got a moment from the Series A heist finale in GTA Online, back when the game was still set as a prequel to the story, and was one of the very first heists ever added to the game. After the job, Trevor meets with the supposed buyer, but instantly gets suspicious because of the way he's acting.
Hey, my brother. Yo, it's Phil. It's good to meet you finally.
Hey.
Trevor, ain't it?
Trevor never actually told the guy his name, or even that the product was cocaine in the first place, which he immediately picks up on.
So, Trevor, there is the money. Hand me the cocaine first.
What?
The cocaine you are selling me.
Excuse me?
Are you selling me cocaine, Mr. Phillips?
Why do you keep saying that? And how is it that you know my name? Fucking narc!
You are under arrest for trespassing.
Get away!
The second the bust goes down, Trevor doesn't waste a breath and dives straight off the cliff into the water, staying submerged as agents rain bullets down on him. Somehow he manages to elude the authorities and swim to shore, but instead of celebrating the fact he's still alive and free, Trevor's still bummed over the unsuccessful deal. Now let's move on to what is probably Trevor's single smartest move in the entire story, which comes in the mission Hood Safari, when he rolls up to Grove Street with Franklin and Lamar to do a drug deal. Trevor had shown up at Franklin's house basically just looking to make new friends, and at that moment, tagging along for a drug deal sounded intriguing enough.
Man, what the fuck you doing here?
Here with the boys.
What?
I'm fucking new in town. I'm making friends, all right? Now let's party.
When the barler presents the brick, Lamar's ready to just hand over the cash after a quick taste test. But Trevor, being way more experienced in drug deals, is skeptical and asks for a sample of the other side of the brick.
Courier service. Package to collect.
You got the grip?
Present and accounted for. You like that, huh?
Sample?
Now we talking. My throat getting numb already.
So we good, nigga, right? Well, let's go.
How about a taste?
No, man, we leaving.
I want a taste of the other side of the brick.
Now, you heard what your boy said, you're leaving.
Hey, give me the brick! Whoa.
What the fuck?
Did we ask for a key or a fucking ounce?
Man, that's motherfucking drywall. Hey, we got some motherfucking buyer's remorse out here.
You can't fucking hustle a hustler!
Without Trevor, Franklin and Lamar would have been completely ripped off. And if you call Stretch after the mission, who actually set up the deal, Franklin even tells him straight up how much Trevor saved them.
I need to speak to you fast.
Oh, is that right? Shit, I need to speak to your ass too.
What you taking some crazy white dude around the hood for, huh?
Cause that crazy white dude's the only reason why we ain't buy a brick of plaster, motherfucker. He the reason why we still breathing.
It looked bad, little homie.
Man, I don't give a fuck how it look, big homie. Matter of fact, let me ask your ass something. Why you set us up with a motherfucker that try to run a lick on us and clap us any fucking way?
That shit was real till you and your geek friend fucked it up. That's on you, punk.
And in the big score, Trevor calculates the value of 4 tons of gold in a matter of seconds.
These are heavy.
A little over 2 tons a pallet.
Yeah? So what's that worth?
Gold's trading at around 1,700 to 2,000 an ounce. 35 ounces a kilo, give or take. 1,000 kilos a ton, so that's...
$200 million or thereabouts.
Give me a... Yep, that sounds about right.
When you strip away the chaos, what you get with Trevor is pure instinctive genius. He might be insane, but that's exactly what makes him brilliant in ways the other protagonists could never be. So based on the smartest things Trevor did, he earns his place in the genius tier, below CJ. And now we head into the stories era, covering the Vice City and Liberty City stories protagonists, starting with Toni Cipriani. Toni Cipriani is a trusted member of the Leone crime family who was forced to flee Liberty City for 4 years after carrying out Salvatore Leone's order to whack a made man from a rival mafia family. When Toni returns in 1998, he picks up right where he left off, helping the Leones tighten their grip on the city and eliminate their main rivals, the Sindacos and the Forellis. One of the smartest things we see Toni do is impersonate Salvatore's lawyer, Lionel, and walks right into a police station to meet his boss in prison without raising any suspicion.
He's your lawyer, Mr. Leone.
I know who the hell he is, pal. Come on, give me a break here. Go ahead, kid, run along. Say hello to your mother for me, gabish?
You got 5 minutes.
Listen, Lionel, you're looking good. Look at me, a fine member of the community, and suddenly I'm banged up. It really challenges my philanthropic nature.
Of course, Mr. Leone, we're doing everything we can to get you out of here and, back to helping your community as soon as possible.
Of course, I hope we can sue someone for this outrage. Those Sindacos or those the Forellis? Who was it? Who ratted me out?
But to be honest, that's about it for Toni. He's a loyal soldier who spends most of the game just taking orders from Salvatore. He's effective, but there aren't many clever decisions that come purely from Toni himself, and that's why he lands in the smart tier, above Claude and Huang Lee. Last but not least, we've got Vic Vance, the guy most players remember as getting smoked in the introduction of Vice City. But Vice City Stories shows there's way more to him than just being the setup for Tommy and Lance's saga.
This is the Lance Vance dance. You got to, all right, pop it and lock it, yeah. Wow.
So this is where the coke is going? Up your nose?
Victor Vance was a former soldier just trying to make some money for his dysfunctional family.
Oh, give me a break.
I'm tired of your bullshit, Mom. You come here to ruin things for us again.
How can you say that? I raised you!
Aunt Enid raised us, not you.
He was convinced by his corrupt CO, Jerry Martinez, into running shady favors like sneaking drugs into the barracks for him, even though Vic was so morally against it. Eventually, Jerry betrays Vic and gets him kicked out of the army, giving him no choice but to trade his uniform for a life of crime. So the smartest thing Victor Vance does is stop being a pawn for crooked bosses and start building his own thing, which starts happening into Victor the Spoils when Louise pushes him to take control.
I've got a plan. Why don't you take over Marty's business?
I'm no gang boss.
No, but you could be. Come on, we both need the cash, honey.
From that moment on, Vic takes over the Trailer Park Mafia's businesses and plants the first flag of the Vance crime family. Instead of running errands for psychos, he's suddenly the one calling shots, expanding businesses, setting up fronts, and planning ahead.
You did it, Vic. The whole damn caboodle's yours.
Yeah, but I don't know how to run this kind of thing.
Marty could do it, and he was nearly inbred. You'll pick it up. You're amazing. You can do anything.
Hey, boss, this a full-time position? Yeah, it is.
But Vic's other smartest move comes at the very end when he finally cuts out Martinez once and for all.
Great! When I'm done, we're done. Lance and I will owe you nothing.
When you're done, I'm gonna own this town. It's the American dream. And it's all because of you, Vic. You're a hero.
No, I'm an asshole. I spent all my time running around, making morons rich, while my family fell apart and the woman I wanted died waiting for me to call.
By doing this, he essentially kills 2 birds with 1 stone, or really 3, since he takes down Diego Mendez too. So he gets his revenge for Louise, payback for Martinez's betrayal, and clears their debt to Diaz.
10 hut! Ha ha! Vic! I swear to God, I thought you were gonna salute me! Toss the gun!
Fuck you.
Vic, still so uptight. You know what your problem is? You're trying to be the good guy in a bad man's game. Huh? I thought you had potential. Turns out you're just another chump, like Mendez.
You like this? Me too. Thanks for everything, Martinez. You're a great help.
Okay, brother, let's waste these punks!
Lance, it's done!
Playtime is over, bitches! Lance Vance is about to get brutal on you, and when Lance Vance gets brutal on a lady,
somebody starts to cry...
Lance, will you shut up? It's over.
What? Oh! Well, we did it, baby! You and me!
Yeah!
So from wiping out his enemies to founding his own crime family with his brother, Victor Vance lands in the very smart tier, right between Franklin and Niko. And that's the list. If you enjoyed it, drop a like, and if you're new around here and love GTA lore deep dives, don't forget to subscribe, but most importantly, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.